back into it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing is Mariota. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1.
First down, Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's taken in by Callaway. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Sheds off the tackle. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play real.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
20! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
50, Mike, 50. Come on.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Devontae Adams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead's down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll take over. Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Drop deep.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here we go again. Three.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19.
No. Me. One. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Mike 96. Come on. Mike 96. Three.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively, and he loses the football a 2nd time. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A give running right is Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our vid. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they dropped just their 2nd.